Let me just clear. I got a little thing on my screen. Here we go. Make it a little bigger. All right, welcome everyone. It's nice to have you all join me today for some yoga. So let's get started by sitting in a comfortable seated posture. You can sit on your blanket to raise your hips up a little bit, or your pillow. And you can always stretch your legs out if your knees get uncomfortable or your hips get uncomfortable. So let's just start by resting the hands either in the lap or on your knees, and close your eyes for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. And as you sit quietly, you can start to bring your awareness inward. I like to start by just hearing all the sounds in the room. That kind of brings you back to this moment. So just for a moment, notice all the sounds, and then draw your awareness inward. Notice your posture. Lengthen from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And now mentally go through, scan your body, relax down through the forehead and around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Through the neck, the throat, the shoulders, down the arms to fingertips. And back up through the shoulders, relax through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center, down through the abdomen, through your lower back. Relax your hips, all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. And now count to yourself the length of your inhale and count again the length of your exhale. And let's just start by evening out your breath. And with your next exhale, let's bring the chin forward. Slowly hang your head down. Draw your chest up towards your chin and just hold for a moment. And now roll your head to one side. Faces forward, let your ear hang towards your shoulder and just relax your jaw. And then around to the back, let your head go back. And over to the other side. And then let your head come back down to the front. And do a few circles. Inhale as you roll your head to the back. Exhale as you come back to the front. And do about 3 or 4 slow circles to each side. Take your time, keep your jaw relaxed. And then let your head hang down when you're done. You can clasp your hands together, lay your hands gently on the back of your head, and just add a little weight to that stretch. Good, and let your head come back up to center. Put one hand on the head, the other hand on the leg. Gently draw the ear toward the shoulder and hold. And then back to center. Let's do the other side. And hold. Good, and bring your head back to center and then turn your head slowly from side to side. Back and forth. One more time. Good, and let your head come right back to center. Arms by the side, inhale as you reach out and up. And stretch, and you can clasp your hands, let the palms go up. Exhale as you lean to one side. And inhale as you come to center, exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Good, and let yourself come back to center and draw back slightly. Let's place the hands on the back of the head now and open your elbows back. So I'm going to lean to my right. Go ahead and come on down. You can do either side. Place your hand down onto the mat. So you're going to look up towards the ceiling. Some of you might be able to come down onto the forearm, onto the elbow. If that's comfortable, go ahead and do that. You're going to look up and then inhale. As you exhale, look forward, reach your arm over your head. So now you're reaching out towards the wall, drawing that opposite hip towards the floor. And 2 and 3. Good, and then let your palm go up. Inhale as you bring yourself up, and then exhale, let your arm come down. Good. All right, take a look at your feet. You're gonna switch your feet around, and that gives you a chance to stretch out your knees and your ankles a little bit. And then let's go back into that seated posture, but put the opposite foot in front. Clasp your hands together. You can even switch how you clasp your hands. I'm right-handed. I naturally put my right thumb and finger on top, but I'm gonna do the opposite now. And then go ahead and reach out. Come on up and stretch. Good, hands on the back of your head. Gently draw the elbows back. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can go to the opposite side and you'll release and put your hand onto the mat. Some of you will keep your hand on the mat. Some of you will come down onto the elbow. Look up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, just look forward. Reach your arm out and stretch. And 2, drawing that opposite hip to the floor. 3, good, and then turn the palm up. Inhale, reach and draw yourself up. Exhale, let your arm come down. Let's take the hands behind your back. So you're gonna clasp your hands together, draw the shoulders back and stretch. And then relax. And go ahead and bring your shoulders forward. Let your fingertips touch your shoulders and we'll go in, back and around. And in the opposite direction. Good, and relax. Go ahead and stretch your legs out in front of you. Rock the feet in and out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do a little stretch for the hips here. I'm gonna come off the blanket so I'm flat on the floor. And we're gonna do the turtle pose where you have your feet about a foot apart. Knees just fall out to the side. Sit up tall and then just slowly lean forward. Okay, so you're gonna feel this in your hips and maybe in your lower back a little bit. If it feels good to rest your arms on your legs, you can do that and just hang for a moment and relax, breathe. Good, and then go ahead and slowly bring yourself up. So take one heel in, you can do either side, put the other heel out in front, and you want to line the heels up. And you can have maybe a foot or so between the heels. If you bring them closer, it's a little more comfortable. If you bring it your heel further out, it's more of a stretch. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. As you exhale, now you're going to lean forward. Good, let's stretch over to one side, just add a little bit of a twist here, and then over to the other side. Good. Back to center. Go ahead and bring yourself up. We're going to switch the feet around. So tuck the opposite heel in. Have your other foot out in front. The heels are lined up. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward. Good. As you move through these postures, you might notice that one side feels a little tighter than the other. That's really common. And just be aware of it. And just continue to work with your breath. Let's stretch to one side and then over to the other side. Good, and back to center. And go ahead and bring yourself back up. And let's stretch the legs out again. Nice, easy stretch. Good, we'll loosen up the lower back, the shoulders by doing our cat and dog tail stretching. If you want extra padding under your knees, you can certainly grab your blanket. Hands go underneath the shoulders, knees hip distance apart. And when you're ready, tuck your chin in, round your back and shoulders and stretch as you exhale. And then arch your back, look up as you inhale. And exhale. And just move at your own pace. Feel that stretch all the way through the spine. It should feel good after sitting for hours on end all day, right? Nice stretch. All right, with the next exhale, bring your hips back toward the heels, forehead towards the mat, reach all the way out through your fingertips and just relax for a moment. Take a couple of deep breaths here. If it feels good to rock your hips a little bit from side to side, you can do that too. All right, I'm going to have us come up into the downward dog. Hands should be just a little bit wider than the shoulders, small finger towards the edge of the mat, and you want your fingers spread real wide so the palms are flat on the mat. Come up onto your hands and knees. Go ahead and press back into your downward dog. You can soften your knees a little bit. Keep lifting your hips towards the ceiling and stretch. Press your chest towards your thighs. You can bend one knee, push the opposite heel to the mat. Alternate your legs in the runner's stretch. So this should feel good as well. Nice, slow, deep breath. Let's bring the shoulders forward. Let the knees touch down onto the mat. So you're going to sit back towards the right heel, twist over to the left and stretch. And 2, 3, and 4. Good. Come back up onto the hands and knees. Let's switch over. Sit towards that left heel. Reach over to the right and stretch. And 2, 3, and 4. And come back to center, back up onto the hands and knees. Let's do one more down dog. So go ahead and stretch back. Just let your head hang. Nice deep breath here. Good. Shoulders forward, knees down to the mat. Slide your right knee all the way up between the fingertips. And then turn your heel in just a little bit, so it's by that left hip bone. Stretch your left leg back. Look forward as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you can come on down. This is your half pigeon. So you can either just rest on your forearms, or you can come down, bring your forehead all the way down onto your arms. If it feels good to rock a little bit from side to side, you can do that as well. And again, focus on your breathing. Try to relax into each posture. Notice if you're clenching your teeth, relax your jaw. Now bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat. We're going to take it back into the down dog. If you prefer not to do the down dog, you can do the half tortoise where you bring your hips back to your heels and you can rest in between each posture. Okay, so this downward dog is optional. Good. Let's bring the shoulders forward, knees down to the mat. Draw your left knee all the way up between the fingertips, turn the heel in, stretch your right leg back. Inhale as you look forward and stretch. And then exhale as you come on down, and you can rest again your forehead onto your forearms. And relax. Take a nice deep breath. Good, and slowly come on up, hands firmly on the mat. One more time, back into that downward dog. Do your runner stretch again, bend one knee, push the opposite heel to the mat, alternate your legs, stretch. Good, let's bring the shoulders forward, knees down to the mat. We'll draw the hips back to your heels. And relax for a moment into the half tortoise. You can open and close your fists, your fingers a few times. Being on the hands like that, doing the downward dogs can help to strengthen the wrist and hands. We're all typing all day long on our computers, so this can help prevent some problems with carpal tunnel and things like that. Good, let's have you come up into a kneeling posture. All right, we'll stretch the toes out. Let your toes curl under, sit back onto your heels, stretch. And come on up into your standing posture. You can just put your blanket or your pillow off to the side. And I'm just going to readjust a little bit so that you can fully see me. Give me a moment here. I'm just going to see myself so I can make sure you can see me. All right, perfect. Okay, feet about hip distance, hands on the hips, knees are soft, relax. We're going to start with a little twisting. So I'm going to have you lean forward, roll around to the back as you inhale. Exhale back to the front. Good, let's switch direction. And come back to center. All right, draw the feet a little bit closer so either the toes can touch or you could be a couple of inches apart, whatever feels comfortable, arms slightly out to the side. So this is our mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, reach out and up. Go ahead and stretch, let your fingertips touch, reach to the ceiling, exhale, lean to one side and go either side. And then exhale, inhale as you come up, exhale over. Inhale to center and exhale. Inhale as you come up and exhale. Good, let's come right back to center. Inhale as you exhale, fold down into your front bend. Next, inhale, place the hands on the front of your legs, draw your chest forward. Stretch out your lower back, exhale and fold. Inhale, reach and come all the way up. Nice big stretch. And now bring your hands back to your heart as you exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward, inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach and come up. And back to the heart. So you're breathing in and out through the nose. Lips are lightly touching. Get your jaws relaxed. Inhale, exhale as you fold. Nice deep breath. Exhale and fold. Reach and come on up. So we're going to practice our meditation through movement. In other words, you're just trying to be fully present, fully in the moment. It's called Nityananda in yoga. Inhale, draw your chest forward. And exhale. Reach and come on up. So if your mind wanders and you start thinking about other things, just gently draw it back over and over again to the moment. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. And right back to the heart. And now just pause for a moment and breathe. Relax your gaze. Good, and relax your legs, bend your knees. All right, so keeping that, feeling centered, quieting the mind, let's go right into our balancing posture. So we're gonna have the hands on the hips. We're gonna do a little movement first with our balance, and then we'll go into the tree posture. So I'm gonna have you shift your weight to either leg. I'm shifting it to my left leg. And you're going to bring the opposite leg up like this, and I want you to draw a big circle. Find a point to stare at. That's going to help you. You're going to draw a big circle with your foot, rotating your knee, and let's change direction. Good. Now extend the leg and just rotate your ankle. And relax. Let's do the other side. So again, find your focus, find something to stare at, bring your leg up, draw a big circle with your foot, and change direction. Good, and extend the leg, and let's go ahead and rotate the ankle. And change direction. And relax. All right, so you could start on either side. Hips are forward. Right. Turn the knee to the side. And you can have the toes on the mat the whole time if that's where you want to balance today. You can bring your foot right above the ankle, help that foot up above the knee. So several different variations. There's even this variation some of you might want to try, which is the half lotus variation. If you do this, you're pressing back gently with the knee, right? Or to keep your foot up there. All right, and then when you feel ready, you can bring your hands either to your heart. You can raise your arms above your head if you prefer. Just relax your gaze. Kind of zone out for a moment, find your focus. Allow your breath to deepen. And relax. Go ahead and come down on that side. Let's do the other side. Start with the hands on the hips to help with your balance. Hips are forward, knee to the side. You can have your toes on the mat. You can bring your foot right above your ankle, or you can place it above the knee, or you can do the half lotus variation. Good. Find your spot to stare at. Allow your gaze to relax. And allow your breath to deepen. Okay, and slowly come down on that side as well. All right, feet about hip distance apart, hands at your hips. Let's fold down into a front bend. Go ahead and let your head hang, let your arms hang, soften your knees. You can sway gently from side to side. And let go of any tension down your back, through the neck, through the shoulders. Good. We're going to come down to the floor into a squat. So bring your hands down. Come on down to a squat. And then let's go ahead and sit all the way down onto the floor and stretch your legs out in front of you. Rock your feet in and out a couple of times. There you go. Good. So I'm going to take my right heel and tuck it in with the left leg out to the side. So you can either mirror me or you can do the same side as me. Good. All right. So you're going to take, for me, it's the left hand. I'm going to reach over to the bent leg. So the opposite hand reaching over to the bent leg. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale, stretch all the way out towards that straight leg. Good. And 2. And 3, feel that stretch all along that opposite side. And 4. And 5. And turn the palm up. Inhale, reach and draw yourself up. Exhale, let your arm come down. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So I'm tucking my left heel in. My right leg is out to the side. You can do either side, but take your hand and place it over onto the opposite hand to the bent leg. And then inhale as you reach up and exhale as you stretch all the way out towards that straight leg. And 2. 3, feel yourself stretch all on that side. This is usually a pretty tight stretch for most of us, so just relax into that. Don't worry about how far you can stretch. Just take some deep breaths here and relax. Good. And then inhale, reach and come on up, and exhale, let your arm come down. Good. Let's open both legs out. Sit up nice and tall. You can use your blanket to sit on if you like. Right? Inhale, exhale as you lean forward into the stretch. And then you can move a little bit from leg to leg, side to side. All right, bring yourself back to center. Go ahead and walk yourself up using your hands. And let's draw the feet in. Soles of the feet together. Bounce your knees a little bit in the butterfly. We'll lean forward into the butterfly pose and stretch. Good, and relax. Go ahead and bring your chest up. Draw the knees in, stretch your legs out in front of you. Okay, we're going to do the cow face posture. And in this one, you can do a half or a full variation. So I'm going to start with my right leg, and I'm going to draw it over the left leg. So you can keep this bottom leg straight, or you can tuck it under. Okay, so that you have one knee on top of the other. Feet go out to the side, or you can do it with the bottom leg being straight. Sit up nice and tall, and then go ahead and lean forward into your stretch. And this one will target, you'll get it into the buttocks and the lower back a little bit more. If you're doing the straight leg, you're going to really feel it in that hamstring. And just breathe and relax. And inhale, bring yourself back up. Go ahead and undo the legs. Okay, and let's do the other side. So I'll take my left leg on top. You can keep this bottom leg straight and lean forward, or you can tuck that bottom leg under. One knee on top of the other. Sit up nice and tall. And then go ahead and lean forward into the stretch. Good, and then go ahead and bring yourself up and undo the legs and stretch your legs out in front of you and rock your feet. Ooh, in and out a little bit. All right, we're gonna come down onto our backs. But before we do that, we'll do one posture for the stomach and the lower back. But you can go ahead and get ready. If you like extra padding underneath you, when you lie on your back, you can go ahead and put your blanket down, okay? We're gonna do the boat pose, or bow pose, I guess it's called. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit up nice and tall, clasp your hands underneath your legs, and go ahead and draw the feet up. So your feet are about an inch or two off the floor. And imagine that there's a string from your chest going all the way up to the ceiling. So you're sitting up really tall. So instead of rounding the back and hunching the shoulders, I want you to pull your chest up. Now, just this exercise is strengthening your stomach, your lower back, and you can hold. And then if you want to go further with it, try raising your feet a little bit higher. Keep that chest lifted. Another variation is to release the hands. This is a little more challenging, and it takes some strength in the hips as well. Good, one more breath. And we're going to just lower the feet, stretch them out. Go ahead and lean forward and stretch into your front bend. Good, bring your chest up. And let's do that again. So we start with the feet on the mat. Clasp your hands together underneath your legs. Sit up nice and tall and raise your feet an inch or two from the floor. And you can hold the posture right here. You don't have to go further with this. If you want to go a little further, you can raise your feet up a little higher. If you want to release your hands, you can do that. And breathe. One more. Good, and relax. This time, we're going to come down onto our back. So come all the way down. Draw your knees up into your chest and just relax and rock a little bit from side to side. Take a nice deep breath. Good. After doing the boat pose, we want to put the feet on the mat, hip distance apart, arms by the sides, and we're going to do a bridge posture. So let's go ahead and raise your hips up. Stretch, and so stretch out those hip flexors, the stomach, the lower back, and hold. Inhale, as you exhale, roll down slowly, one vertebra at a time. And draw your knees up into your chest and relax your back. Let's do that again. Feet on the mat, hip distance apart. Go ahead and lift your hips up. And stretch and hold. Keep those big toes pressed into the mat so the weight is even on your feet. Inhale, as you exhale, roll down slowly. One vertebra at a time. And then draw your knees up into your chest and relax your back. All right, keeping the knees tucked in, open the arms out to the sides. I'm going to have you go to the left. You're going to lower your knees all the way down to the floor. Look out towards your right hand and stretch. And if you want to increase the stretch, you can put your left hand on your knees and draw down a little bit. Okay, so right into a spinal twist. You can close your eyes if you like and start your relaxation. Let go of all that tension through your back. Inhale, bring your knees to center. Exhale, go over to the other side and stretch. And again, look out towards your left hand. You can put your right hand on your knees and gently draw those knees down and relax. Good, and bring those knees back up to center. And stretch yourself all the way down onto your mat. Go ahead and stretch your feet down, your legs down, your arms. And relax. Allow the floor to support your body. Close your eyes softly. Take a nice deep breath. In and out through the nose. And just let go of any tension through the face, around your eyes. Relax down through the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, all the way down the arms to your fingertips. Relax back up through the shoulders, the upper back, chest and lungs, the heart center. Relax down through the abdomen, through your lower back. from the hips, relax all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. And focus now on your breath. Count to yourself the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale, and start by evening out your breath. And relax again through your toes and your feet. Relax your ankles, the lower legs, your knees, your upper legs. Relax your hips and your pelvis. Through the abdomen, through your lower back. Relax your heart center, your upper back, your chest and lungs. Relax the shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. Relax all the way back up through the shoulders. Relax through the neck, through the face, through the top of your head. And now slowly take a deep breath. Start to bring your awareness back just by moving your fingers and your toes. And as you come out of your relaxation, you can do the palming exercise where you take your hands, rub them together, make them warm. Place your warm hands over your eyes, block out all the light, and then slowly open your eyes into your palms. So the palming exercise can help reduce eye strain. This might be a good one to do during the day if you're on your computer for long hours. And you just keep your hands over your eyes until your eyes completely relax. If you're seeing lights or colors, things like that, just stay there for a moment and eventually it will go black. Your eyes will completely relax. And then when you feel ready, you can bring your hands away slowly and just focus on your hands for a moment, just a few inches from your face. Good. And then you can bring your hands down and focus away from yourself, further away. Okay. And if you're still on the floor, you can bring your knees in. You can rock up to a seated posture or roll to your side and come up to a comfortable seated pose. And then this concludes the Hatha Yoga portion of the class. If you'd like to stay and do some breathing, some pranayama, and sit through a short meditation, you're welcome to do that. Just a reminder, I am putting all of these videos onto Candace Rose Yoga on YouTube. So it's a YouTube channel. So you guys can go there if you want to rewatch any of these past classes, you can. So let's bring the hands to the heart for a moment. And then namaste. All right, have a great day, everyone. All right, those of you that would like to stay for a moment, get into a comfortable seated posture. I'm just going to turn the music off so it's quiet. I prefer to have it quiet when I sit in meditation. You might like having music on, that's fine. You might also, like sometimes I'll play white noise, so I'll have a fan going, or I've even worn noise canceling headphones before so that it's quieter for me. And I just wanted to mention that meditation is not about doing something or getting somewhere in your meditation. It's really just about being present in the moment, allowing your breath to deepen. And you'll notice that as your breath gets slower and deeper, the mind gets quieter. It's sort of this natural correlation. And as the thoughts pass through the mind, you're simply letting them go and coming back over and over again to the breath. And over time and practice with this, things will get quieter and more peaceful, and it'll be a period of your day that feels very rejuvenating. It's like a way to rejuvenate yourself. It's like a pause button. Okay. And so we're going to begin. The breathing technique helps to open up both passageways to the brain, through the nostrils. It's a nice way to help you come into a meditative state. So that's why I like to do it. It's also really good for our chest and lungs, which is good right now with the whole, virus thing going on. So to do the alternate nostril breath, I'm going to start with my right hand. That's the easiest for me. Tuck the first two fingers in. The thumb will press against the right nostril. The finger, the inside of your ring finger, will press against your left nostril. So you can just close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath through both nostrils. Close the left one with your finger and exhale through the right. And now close the right nostril, inhale left. Close the left one, exhale right. Close the right and inhale left. Close the left one, exhale right. Close the right one, inhale left. Now exhale through the left nostril. Close it and inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. And bring the hand down and exhale through both nostrils. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Exhale again through both nostrils. Good. Bring your hand back up. Inhale through both nostrils. Let's close the right one. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. And inhale right. Now exhale through the right nostril. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. And let your hand come down and exhale evenly through both nostrils. And your eyes are closed softly. Let your gaze go upward, either to the third eye, the point between your eyebrows, or even up towards the crown center. And you can continue to focus on your breathing. You can count, if you like, the length of your inhale and your exhale. Or as you inhale, hear the sound of the breath, so. And as you exhale, hear the sound of the breath, hum. beautiful day, everyone.